Excellent. Well, welcome back, guys. Let's continue with the third conditional. Okay, the structure is if plus past perfect, comma, and the perfect conditional. What is the perfect conditional? Is would or wouldn't have plus past participle. In the model part, we can have another model. Instead of would, we can say could or should. Yes. No, that wouldn't be a conditional, right? So only could. Okay, now let's check some examples. Imaginary situations in the past. If I had gotten a gold medal, I would have been happy. If I had met Susan last week, I would have given her the book. Hi, Romina.
Hi.
If I had, I would have. Third conditional. This video, the link for the video is on the WhatsApp. I sent it to you earlier this afternoon or this morning. Okay. You want to check it, okay? It'll be a lot of help for you to study all of the materials you can. Okay. Now, here we have some examples of the conditional. We have the if clause. If she had run faster, this is the past perfect. The clause if, past perfect, she had run faster. The main clause, she would have, could have, might have won the race. Now we can say it separately because here we have a comma. If we change the order of our clauses, if we change the clause, the main clause to the beginning and the if clause to the end, then we need no comma. Check. We have no comma. Okay. I want to write it down.
Teacher, I had a question.
Yes.
If I use first the main clause, that if clause, I don't have to put comma?
Correct. And this one will be a period, not a comma.
Okay.
Period. There. Now it says she would have, could have, might have won the race if she had run faster. Now, Natividad, can you read this, please?
To form negative sentence, add not after could, and might. Example, if she had run slowly, she might not have won the race.
We have another example.
Yes.
In this example, we have the if clause first, so we need a comma.
We need a
If
comma.
she had run slowly, she might not have won the race. And why are we having this explanation right there? Because it's very common to make the mistake and put the not after the she. Okay, that's the most common mistake. She not. That's incorrect. First is the model. Why? Because first the model, and after the model is the verb, have won. And in the middle of that is the negation. Right there. Okay. Now, Romina, can you read the last one, please?
To form negative sentence, add no. Negative sentence, add not after had.
Example?
Example, if she hadn't run slowly. Uh, excuse me, is run or run?
Run, run,
Run.
run.
If she hadn't run slowly, she may have
She might.
won the race. She
She
might
might.
have
Yeah.
won the race.
There, she might have won the race. Now, is the same. I think this is very common, right? She hadn't or had not. I send you this on the WhatsApp group. Let's go over it real quick. Write each of the two sentences below as one sentence. Use the third conditional with had or hadn't, plus wouldn't have or would have. Example, Sam didn't get up early. He was late for work. Now let's imagine a different situation and imagine because the different situation didn't happen. If Sam had gotten up early, he wouldn't have been late for work. Yes?
Yes.
Gone early, he wouldn't have been late for work. Now let's all together do the number two. We didn't bring our umbrellas. We got wet. Now let's begin.
If we had, right?
Yes, if we have brought
Our umbrellas.
what's next?
We wouldn't have gotten wet.
It sounds good, but it's missing something. What's missing?
Oh, it's
Comma.
or
Continue, guys, please. Guys, Natividad, Mago, Romina, continue. I need to come back in just a minute.
If we have brought our umbrellas,
we couldn't have
we couldn't
couldn't the same the first one. We couldn't have.
oh sí.
Excuse me, I have a question.
We couldn't have gotten wet.
Let's see if I can okay. The umbrellas we
Wouldn't have wet.
we couldn't could or you mean okay,
They could,
1 second.
couldn't. I'm writing.
Like that?
I'm writing the sentence. We couldn't what? We couldn't have. We have to use have, no? In all the sentence.
Oh, can you write it? I don't know.
Okay. We couldn't. No. We couldn't. I said couldn't. Then.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Have gotten wet. I think so.
Wet. Okay, let's see.
Check
Oh,
it out.
we wouldn't have gotten wet. Okay.
Teacher, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
What is the difference between good and good and might in this case?
It's already, we already checked that on the second conditional. Remember that? You asked me and I showed you the picture and you took a picture. Well, okay, one more time. You don't have your notes?
No.
No. did it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, would couldn't might. The difference, the only difference is that would is when you are 90 to 100% sure.
Hmm.
Good is less than 100% sure. Might is 10, 30% or possible. Remember we checked this?
Yes.
Romina?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to take your notes, please?
Mhm.
Go ahead, write your notes.
No, it's okay for me.
I take a picture now.
It's okay.
Remember, you took a picture.
Tell me when you're ready.
We are working on conditional, are we?
If we're working conditionals,
Yes, with might.
yeah, they're
Okay.
conditionals.
It was a serious question.
Yes, okay. So Jake didn't study. He failed the test. Sorry, hold on.
You can understand for the test.
Yes, what we're doing is
If Jake,
imagining.
If he,
Okay, this is the context. And what we do is imagine the other possible result. And what
Okay.
condition,
we can
what
check
condition, yes. It's
Um,
only imagining.
if Jake had studied,
had studied Jake
comma,
he wouldn't have
he would
Wouldn't
have
failed the test.
the test. Second. Or I can say good.
In this occasion, he
No,
would
but
have
good.
a
No,
test.
good. Ah, no, sorry. It's fail. It's okay.
If you say it like this sounds more like the ability,
But it's
not about certainty, but ability, because we're talking
good.
directly, yes, that he did an action.
Yes, fail.
This action, not the situation, but the action.
It's a negative situation.
Yes. So in that case, it's not really with couldn't, but with wouldn't. And because this is a possibility, then we can use might.
Yes.
Have failed the test.
Minus. Ah, it's right. Minus.
Might not have failed the test.
Yes.
Now, of course, last weekend we said it earlier. With the modal verb would, I am 90 to 100% sure. What happened here? Hi, Maria Fernanda and Gadiel. Hello.
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 teacher.
Yes.
Excuse me. I couldn't hear what. I don't understand because my not.
Right there. Let me point it to you again.
Mhm.
So with would, is or wouldn't is because I am 90 to 100% sure not fail the test. And with might not, then I am 10 to 30% possible that he not fail the test. Oh my gosh.
Teacher,
So, yes, mister.
maybe if we use a little Spanish,
Sure, go ahead.
yes, for example,
Yes.
when you use good is, in this case, is no habría or habría, or maybe,
Si no estoy equivocado, habría es pospretérito. Porque honestamente no lo recuerdo.
no,
Pero es
What's study?
si después de ver esos tres ejemplos,
because you are using the past perfect, no have. Have, if you say
I wrote
he has or you have, is tú has o el ha. When you use good, only
Es-
good, he would have is el habría. And he wouldn't have failed, él no habría fallado en el examen.
creo que es diferente perspectiva. ¿Cómo lo diría usted, Romina?
Have failed the test.
No. Denia, ¿cómo lo diría Denia?
Yo wouldn't.
Or in Spanish,
No hubiera. Y el otro podría, el might podría y el otro hubiera.
might, yes. Podría no haber.
But it can't, you can base, you can't, you can base this answer
But,
in
but
what in
teacher,
Spanish could
so-
be, because it's gonna sound different.
That's right. So
You-
basically, it's about the intention. Yes, the
Yes.
intention or the message or just the sensibility, the sensitiveness of the situation.
Yes,
For
we
example,
can't-
yes. Now, right here, all of these examples are very general. So, in the riding the bicycle
If I hadn't,
here, I rode the bicycle. You need to imagine yourself doing that. I rode the bicycle. Imagine. So we start connecting to the sentence and to the context, and we learn the grammar.
if I hadn't,
I rode the bicycle and I fell off. Okay, imagine that you rode the bicycle yesterday and yesterday you fell off. Now imagine you're riding the bicycle and imagine you fell off. You did?
Yes.
yes,
Yes. Why did you fall off?
because I wrote it.
Yeah.
No.
Because I've never ride a bicycle before.
Because
I
I
never rode
Well, I never rode.
a bicycle before.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't know how to ride a bicycle. So when you start riding it, you lost control and fell.
Uh-huh.
There. So that's how you say it, right? Because I don't know how to ride a bicycle. I lost control and I fell. Yeah, does that sound correct?
yes.
Yeah.
Very good. What about Denia? Denia, did you imagine that you rode the bicycle?
Yeah,
Yeah, and you fell off.
yes, I can imagine that.
Why did you fall off? In your imagination, okay? Is you imagined.
Because I wasn't careful.
You weren't careful. Very good. Thank you very much. So you weren't careful. Maybe you bumped
Driving.
into a car. Maybe you fell into a pothole. I don't know. You just weren't careful. Thank you, Denia. Let's see, Mago.
Yes.
Why did you fall off?
Mm, Because there was a hole in the street.
Uh-huh. It's called a pothole.
Oh, what was that
you can
again?
say pothole. Let me write it for you.
Like butthole? Pop hole?
Pothole.
Okay, yes. Okay, because it was a butthole.
There was.
There was, but that's okay.
And I fell.
Yeah. And I fell.
Natividad,
Okay.
why did you fall?
Well, I crashed with a car.
You crashed into a car and fell.
Into a car and I fell.
Okay, and Romina, why did you fall?
Because I couldn't read very good.
Because you don't know how to ride a bicycle.
Yes.
And you fell. There.
Yes.
Now, very simple right here. I rode the bicycle and I fell off. Now imagine, let's imagine again, it's an imaginary situation, a different result. How that result comes to be. If in the example is very easy. If I, the example on number 4 is rode the bicycle. So it's simple past. So in my imaginary situation,
Like what?
I can't say road because that is a different context. Then I say with
Oh, right. Reading.
and read. Now I have both in positives, so they kind of contradict each other. So I have to say in negative. I hadn't read.
Okay.
The result would be different. What is the result?
Teacher,
Yes.
I wouldn't.
I can't hear you. There's like some strange noises.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Exactly.
it's clear.
I wouldn't have failed.
No.
I couldn't have this.
If I hadn't ridden the bicycle, I wouldn't have
No.
fall off.
Fallen.
Oh, fallen.
Falling out. Like
Fallen.
What's fallen? What's fallen? Fall.
Participle of fall.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope.
It's okay. It's okay.
Fell off. No, falling off. Okay.
Habría is there would be. The existence, the imaginary existence. So it's not habría.
But it's the verb haber.
Yes. In what time tense? Present? Past?
In this sentence?
Okay. Then never mind. Let's do the next one. Number 5. Or actually, no. I ask you to imagine why did you fall off? So in the example is if I hadn't ridden the bicycle, I wouldn't have fallen off. Now, what is it for you? What is your case, your situation? If you what?
If I had learned
Yeah.
riding the bicycle before, I wouldn't have
no.
fallen off.
Very good. One more time, please.
If I had learned riding the bicycle before,
Now you have two verbs.
I
Learn.
said riding,
It's the same.
like with ing.
Okay. In this type of sentences, You can say it's better to go how to write.
How
Okay. How to ride before? Well, a bicycle before.
There, very good. What do you guys think?
It's right.
Yes, it's good. Okay, somebody else?
If I had seen the car before, because remember I crashed into the car.
Yes, if I had seen the car before, I wouldn't have fallen off.
You know?
There, perfect. Somebody else?
teacher, do you say reading or writing?
Oh my gosh, what did I write? If I
Uh,
had seen reading.
Okay, if I had written carefully, I wouldn't have fallen off.
Very good. If I had written there. Nice. Who else? Mago and Romina?
Well, I think mine is difficult. I can't. Okay, is if I knew the road is road,
If I knew?
knew the road.
Nope. If I knew. It's a different context.
Okay, but it's still okay or it's not okay if, at the start.
Nope. We're already starting a little wrong.
Okay.
Because
'Cause-
what is the structure? Do you remember the structure? If plus what?
past, simple past.
Simple
Uh,
past? Are we doing simple past? Nope.
Past participle.
This
Past
is
participle? No.
is perfect.
known. It's
With
known if I
with had.
Yes. What do we need here with the if clause?
If I had known,
If I
okay had known
if I had known
but you
the
say
road
a little growing.
better,
I hadn't known.
the road better. I think it's very long. My
it's all right. It's pretty good. If I had known the road better,
Okay.
you can say a little better.
Mhm. if I had known the road a little better, I wouldn't have fallen off because of the pothole.
Or
That's
if
it.
I had seen the pothole.
Okay, if I had seen, okay, that's much better.
Yes. Or if I had avoided.
Yeah.
Avoid. If I had avoided the pothole, I wouldn't be. That's better. Avoid.
If I had skipped.
Or you can say skip.
Skip. Yes.
Yes. You can even say
There's so many
drop.
options.
Yes.
And I
That's
was
right.
worried because of one. I couldn't think that much.
Okay.
We are.
There you go. That's
we
good.
are. Jump,
Jumped the ball. Okay.
skip.
Skip the hole. I would have fallen off there. And look, the story is complete like this.
Teacher, can you check your microphone, please, again?
Yes. The story is complete like this. I rode the bicycle, I fell off. If I had skipped the pothole, I wouldn't have fallen off. It's complete because now your sentence is telling me the context, is telling me the complete story. Why did you fall off? Because you fell into a pothole, right? There. Now let's do number 5.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a question. In the main clause, the verb is in past or is in what is the tense in the main clause?
This main clause?
Uh-huh.
All right.
The
The
verb.
result.
Yes. What is that? Simple past, simple present. What is it for you?
Simple past.
Really? Is that how you say a sentence in simple past? Nope.
Past perfect.
That's perfect? No.
No.
But you didn't check the class, mister. So I understand why you don't know. But Romina checked the class. We saw the class on Monday and on Tuesday. This is not simple past. Maria, do you remember?
I think
That one,
past perfect.
like,
Yes, it's
Wouldn't have fallen off. What time? It's not simple past.
perfect.
Do you know what
okay,
it is?
it is like would plus present perfect.
Using
Yes.
model.
Would
Using
plus present perfect. What do you call that? Would plus present perfect. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember the
No?
name. I don't know if you mean
Models
the
perfect.
okay, model perfect. Sorry, I thought you were meaning the name of the conditional.
No. Anyways, model perfect. On
Okay.
Monday's class, you told me if we were seeing conditionals. On Monday, we didn't see conditionals. On Monday, we only saw model perfect.
The model
Only.
perfect.
Only.
Okay.
No conditionals, only model perfect. Yesterday, we started with conditionals.
Right.
Third conditional.
Yeah, I remember yesterday. Sorry, I was confusing.
It's okay. Now, this is model perfect. Model perfect. Oh my gosh.
I won't forget it.
And what is model perfect? Okay, model perfect is
Present perfect with
Good.
model.
good, might, and you can say also should, and all of these plus
Plus present perfect. Present perfect.
there, Romina.
So clear.
Can you take some notes or a picture?
The present perfect is have plus
Participle.
a very
In
past
participle.
participle, no?
Yes. Okay, next.
Number 5.
Yes, number 5. I met him yesterday. I knew his name. This is a little bit off, but let's see if we can complete it. If what else, please? What is a different situation?
Different situation.
Yes, I met him yesterday. So what is the different situation?
Meaning, if I had
I had.
met him,
I had what?
the same structure. If I had met him yesterday,
Meet? No, it's not meet. It's
Meet.
met.
met him yesterday.
That is contradictory. Why is that contradictory? Because one happened,
Before.
I met him. And the imaginary is if I had met him. So the real is the imaginary.
Could be negative, hadn't.
It needs to be negative.
Could be negative if I hadn't.
Could is
No.
the incorrect expression. Could
Excuse me?
is possible. Could is
Teacher,
the
but-
incorrect expression because could means is it possible?
No,
But
no,
in this case, it's not a
no,
possibility. It's a necessity. It
not to
needs,
write it on the sentence. I
it
mean,
needs, it needs to be in negative
yes,
because the other, in other way, it contradicts itself.
yes, but I wasn't saying that write could. It was like a question. Could be hadn't in negative, but not to write it. Could.
No. Yes, I know what I'm saying. I know what you're
Okay.
saying. I know I understand what you're saying. And it's okay. You can ask me to write something. I try not to write incorrect things to not confuse you.
Yes.
But
Okay.
sometimes I need to write something incorrect to point out to you, look, this is wrong and this is no good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's a little bit of a trial and error.
Okay.
So
Yes.
hadn't, in this case, I met him.
If I hadn't.
So the alternate reality, the other scenario, the imaginary situation is not if I had met him, but the opposite, if I hadn't.
I hadn't met him.
Yes. So it needs to be in negative. It's necessary to be negative. So if I hadn't met him yesterday,
Yesterday.
I
Wouldn't.
would,
You say hadn't you?
Negative. Wouldn't.
I wouldn't, yes, I wouldn't.
Know his name.
I wouldn't what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I wouldn't have known his name.
I wouldn't have known
His name.
yes, his name. There. Okay, I think I need to do more examples with different things because it's an important issue. Let's see if we can do number 6. The TV was broken, they were bored.
If the TV.
Yes, TV.
TV hadn't broken.
Hadn't broken?
Hadn't been.
Yes, hadn't been
Hadn't been broken. Yes.
broken.
This was verb to be
Comma.
broken. They couldn't have been bored. Right?
Yes,
Say something.
perfect. Perfect. Okay, Mago, what do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, Romina?
Actually, I was participating, but I had my microphone off.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Romina, what did you say?
I think it's okay.
Yeah, Denia, Maria?
If I hadn't been,
Yeah.
if the TV hadn't been broken, they wouldn't have been bored.
Okay.
Very good. In that case, let's do the next one. This one, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. In teams, in sessions with your classmates. And let's make it a race. Okay, let's have only 2 minutes and let's see who finishes them all. Okay, ready?
How much?
2 minutes. Or make it 3?
Yes, no? Please.
Okay, let's make it 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Practice.
How was that? Was that too short?
Very short.
Yeah.
Yes. How many did you do?
Would-
3.
1, 2, 3.
3. So we need to do 3 more. Okay, let's check the 3 and let's see how it goes. Okay, and if you want to, we'll go again and you can do the other 3. So Isaac sat under a tree. An apple fell on his head. If
Isaac.
Yes, if Isaac
hadn't
hadn't
sat.
sat under a tree,
Mhm.
comma, an apple wouldn't have fell on his head.
perfect. Very good. Did everybody have this answer the same?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Number 8. Kevin got lost, he cried.
If Kevin hadn't gotten lost,
Nothing else?
yes, he wouldn't have cried.
Okay. Everybody has the same answer?
Number
Yes.
9, yes.
Let's go for number 9.
If Jenny hadn't practiced a lot, in Nadia, she wouldn't have won. Maybe you can use couldn't. We have won the contest because so,
Or
what?
or
Or might not.
either or. Now, do you guys have the other ones, or you want to go in sessions and check them again?
Yes, I did it.
Have them? Okay, let's see.
If the firemen hadn't arrived, they wouldn't have put off the fire.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay. What about
What?
number? Yes, mister?
No, I can listen to you. Sorry.
Me or Denia? Okay, let's
No,
continue.
you.
Can you hear me now?
10?
Yes.
Yes. Right.
Okay, let's write it down.
Yes. If the firemen, the same idea.
Hadn't.
They wouldn't have put off the fire.
They couldn't.
They wouldn't have put off the
Wouldn't
fire.
put out fire.
There. Next, number 11.
If that wasn't, if
Hadn't.
that hadn't been a funny joke,
I wouldn't have laughed.
I wouldn't have laughed.
That
didn't clean the room. Yes, messy.
All right, what about Romina,
We
Maria,
had
and Mago?
no.
How are you, ladies?
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm okay.
yeah, Romina?
That would be if we had clean. I mean, it's already negative.
Uh-huh, yes.
So we have to change it.
Yes.
So basically it's adding hadn't negative and then wouldn't at the end. And if it's negative, we change it in positive.
Yes.
If we had cleaned the room, cleaned in past, I'm not cleaned. Okay, the room. This is hard for me. If we hadn't cleaned the room,
Hadn't or had?
Had the room.
where?
It
If
wouldn't.
we, it wouldn't be messy. It wouldn't have. It wouldn't have. Help.
Messy.
Help been. Have been
Had been that mess.
messy. I think that's it.
Perfect.
It is?
Yes.
Finally.
Thank God.
Oh, yes.
Can I erase everything or you want me to take a picture of this and send it to the WhatsApp group?
Teacher,
I already took a
Yes.
screenshot.
Yes, Romina.
In the it clause, the verb is in past perfect, past
Yes.
participle. Yes.
Which one?
In the it clause.
This one?
Yes.
No.
The verb is in past participle.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Yes.
All right. If I had worked harder, I might have made more money. This time, you need to use your imagination. It's open to your mind, to your imagination, okay? If Tim had bought a new car, it's an open sentence. How can you complete this?
He could have known a lot of places. Many places.
Could have known? I'm not sure that that's a good context. If Tim had bought a new car,
I think so. He could have
More attractive.
what?
More attractive.
He could have more attractive?
Yeah.
It could have been maybe been more attractive.
There you go. Yeah, now I want to see Mago's opinion. Is that correct, Mago? And Romina?
He could have gotten another girlfriend.
In this case, can we use?
It's a personal opinion?
Yes. What, Romina? Can you repeat your question?
In this sentence,
Sentence?
can we use good? because good is for possibility.
Yes, you can say would.
Okay. It would be more attractive. It could.
100%.
Yeah, I'm more sure. Or what is the other one?
Might.
Right.
Or, I mean, the context, I know, I understand what you're saying. But what about this? Or taken. Or written.
Or walk.
He wouldn't have
Walk
walked
to his job.
to work.
To work.
There.
It's better like that.
Okay, what about number 3?
Mr. Brown hadn't found a haircut. Mr. Brown hadn't found a haircut.
Okay.
He will have been.
You have been crying.
He have been
Right.
sad.
Had been
He will have
sad.
sad,
Emotional crisis.
What? One more time ago?
worry.
An emotional crisis.
She would have been,
Emotional.
she
Sad.
would have had.
She will have.
Oh, yeah, emotional.
Yes.
She would have had an emotional crisis.
Mhm.
Yes, something else? Somebody else?
No.
Maybe she would have
She will have
called
worry.
the fireman.
Oh, yes. Call the firefighters.
Or the firefighters, yes.
For looking
Perfect. Now let's go for number 4. If I hadn't forgotten my key,
I'm gonna forget my kid.
I'm gonna give you this one.
at. Sorry, what's firefighter?
Firemen, firefighters.
Yes.
It happens to me yesterday, teacher. I was out of my house.
Oh, but what did you do?
I wait for my husband to
You
arrive.
waited. You waited.
Yeah, I waited.
I bet he fell in love with you again. Yes, of course. So what did you do? So, or actually, what is your story? If you hadn't forgotten your key,
I, ¿cómo se dice?
Well,
Brinqué a mis niños por la
where?
ventana, pero no sé cómo decirlo.
We
oh my
jump
gosh.
to the window.
And I stay out. I waited.
I wouldn't have thrown
I wouldn't have thrown my kids through the window.
it through the window. Yes.
Oh,
That's typical, yes.
I then.
Yeah, that happens yesterday. That's true.
Okay. Now I'll tell you what happens in my case. Are you ready? If I hadn't forgotten my key, my wife
well,
Leave me outside over the night.
So don't forget your key, mister. Ever, Natividad, don't forget your keys, man. You need to have them on your pocket, in your pocket all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know what you say.
Get an extra one.
Now, this is the interesting part. Why is it interesting? Because now you have to think of the situation, not the result. Now imagine this is the result. You might have gotten hurt.
So
What is the
might have
situation?
gotten hurt. If 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 the kid had used the knife or knee,
If what? One more time.
if the child had used the I don't remember a cuchillo, knife.
Knife.
Oh, sorry, it's you. If you had used the knife,
Nope. You're okay.
yes,
Or you can just say it.
you might have gotten hurt.
If you had used the knife, you might have gotten hurt. They are very
Maybe-
good.
Maybe a knife grown or
What about number 6?
If you hadn't worked hard, if you hadn't worked hard,
Number 6?
if you hadn't worked hard,
I don't think so. I don't think it's the correct one for the result. What is the result?
if if I hadn't worked hard,
In negative?
yes,
Is that the result? So not work and the result is being famous? That doesn't make sense.
What about if I had married an artist?
Like that?
If I had studied
Yeah.
in Hollywood, I could have been famous.
If I had studied whatever
Studied in Hollywood,
in Hollywood,
maybe Harvard.
Harvard. But Harvard,
I could have.
no, but Harvard doesn't make you famous.
Oh.
Harvard, yeah,
Hollywood is an school.
no, it's a county. It's like, do you guys live in Acapulco? Who lives in Acapulco?
Okay.
I
Hollywood-
think nobody.
Hollywood
Hey,
It's a
maybe
county.
Sorry.
I can fix the sentence. Well, for example, if I had work Brooklyn,
If you had been an artist or
In Brooklyn
actress or actor,
or in Brooklyn theaters,
Beverly Hills.
an
You have
actor,
lived in Beverly Hills.
if I had work in Brooklyn theaters, I don't know.
but if you had worked or if you had lived,
Oh, work in Beverly Hills. I could have.
Yeah,
lived
that's not a complete context ever because a lot of people work in Beverly Hills and they are not famous.
yes, exactly.
Mm.
I know that.
No, but I'm talking about if I work in Brooklyn theaters.
Brooklyn Theaters.
Exactly. Good,
Brooklyn theaters.
good idea.
But a lot of people work in Brooklyn Theaters.
That is not the correct word. It's no Brooklyn theaters. It's a
But the result, teacher, the result is
Broadway
I could.
theaters. Broadway theaters.
As an actor, right?
Broadway theaters.
Brooklyn is New York.
Yeah, that's
But so is Broadway. The Broadway theaters in New York. But the
Yeah.
point is this, mister, as an actor.
Okay, as an actor.
As an actor, then yes, the result would be I could have been famous. Correct?
Yes. Very good.
Another example? Or let's go for the next one. Number 7.
Tom. If Tom had studied a lot, Tom would have passed exam.
Tom had studied a lot or hard.
Tom had studied a lot.
Yes, I mean, it makes sense. Of course, if Tom had studied a lot, he would have passed his exam. The story is nice and sweet, and yes, everybody understands. But one thing you need to check is that here I have Tom, and here I have Tom again. Is that normal? What happens when the name repeats?
You
he.
replace it for a pronoun.
You replace it, yeah, then it would be he. Now, in the result, there is no he. In the result, there is Tom. So let's imagine some different situation where we don't repeat or where we need to specify Tom.
Him? What did you say with him?
What?
We can change Tom for him.
Teacher.
No, that would be
We can
correct.
change.
Teacher,
we
I
can change
think
the name
that
Tom for him.
Yes, Mr. Natividad?
I think
There's a verb, you cannot say him.
if we have in the result the name Tom, maybe in the if clause we can use another person.
Yes.
For example, if a good teacher had helped him,
Nope.
Tom would have passed his
If
exam.
a good teacher
Had
helped, say help?
helped him or help
What do you mean
Help.
him? Who is him?
Tom.
But wait,
If a good teacher had helped.
there. If a good teacher had helped him, who is him?
Tom.
But there is no Tom in the sentence.
Yes, there is at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another sentence. So I don't know who him is. On this sentence right here, if a good teacher had helped him, I don't know who is him.
Tom will have passed
But that's a different
exam.
sentence.
Had
That's a different sentence. On the first sentence, I don't know who is he. And I need to know who is him. So how do you do that?
Okay.
What is that? What is that? What is the correct word for teach and past?
Teach. Teached. Oh, yeah, taught. If a good teacher had helped Tom,
if a good teacher had taught
Tom,
Okay.
Tom,
look at this, what happens? Tom, comma, Tom. It repeats. So nope, this is not a good, it's not a coherent sentence.
But it's a good idea.
Yes, we're getting there. Yes. Okay, let's make it a little more complicated.
But if but
If Tom had
hadn't
got Nope, that's still not good.
Can
What
be
about if you change Tom by
Tom
if he hadn't gotten
if
distracted by his
he hadn't
friend?
Or
can
teacher.
we say if he hadn't?
But we still same, we're staying in the same state because we use the tongue on the first phrase.
Yes, I thought that I can use Tom in the first part.
You can?
You can use it?
Yes,
Yes.
but I think it's not complete. So
Yes.
I didn't want to make it too extensive.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's have another one.
During an exam. Tom.
I and Tom.
What?
I and Tom. I think is incorrect because in the first in the if clause, we are saying I, and in the second clause, we are saying Tom. It's a different subject.
So you're not reading the context, honey. I am trying to make an easy context, or at least that's what I thought I was doing. So the first sentence says, if I hadn't distracted all my classmates during the exam, there, you need to read that and think of it, imagine it, and structure it in your head and see the image. Okay, if I hadn't distracted, now it's in first person. So you
If
need to
he
picture yourself distracting all your classmates during the exam. So what do you do to distract all your classmates?
I'm gonna copy.
No, that doesn't distract everybody.
Yep. In that case, the problem. Well, I think that thinking about in that situation, the problem is me because for my fault, Tom
Didn't pass.
wouldn't have passed his exam.
No, I wouldn't have passed. Tom would have passed his exam. What does that mean? It means Tom didn't pass his exam.
Okay, so could be that if I hadn't missed all my classes, I mean he didn't attempt the classes. He was absent. If I hadn't been absent of all my classes, Tom will have passed the exam.
No,
Could be.
because you're missing the subject.
Okay.
But the result is positive, no? Tom will have passed.
The result is positive. So what is the situation? The real situation.
But
He was
because
absent.
Tom didn't pass his exam.
No,
Because
Tom will have passed.
Because I missed the
What
class.
is yes, that is this
all the time I
imaginary?
protected all my classmates.
Is this part of the imaginary result or is the real result?
Would have a
result.
It's imaginary, but it's positive.
Actually,
Yes,
actually
it's
the result is
imaginary
negative.
positive. So in the context, what is the real result?
negative. The real result
Oh,
is in
yes.
negative.
Tom what?
Wouldn't.
Tom. Is it possible?
Tom didn't pass the exam.
No, no.
There you
I
go.
don't
Tom,
I don't understand that question.
Tom didn't pass the exam.
Didn't pass.
That is the real answer.
that is the
Okay.
real situation, the real result.
The real result, yeah.
Because
Tom
Tom
didn't
would have
Because
passed the exam.
if I hadn't distracted all my classmates during the exam, Tom will have passed the exam. But the situation in that case, well, I feel like with shame, because I'm like I don't know, Dennis the Minage.
If I hadn't,
No.
if I hadn't
Okay,
distracted all
I
my
think we need to go
classes,
back and I need to do all of this first. Hold on. Give me a little second. Actually, yeah, let's do the next exercise.
I think, teacher, that the structure it's okay. I understand the structure,
Yes, but
but
you're
the
having problems.
context.
We're having a little problem identifying what we're working with. So let's read an extract about an article about a famous author. Okay, this is real. This is real. Let's see. Let's begin with Mago. Mago, please read.
I'm gonna read it.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Your microphone.
Yes, please.
Okay. Read an short form article about a famous author. Thomas J. Stanley, an university marketing professor, have written 3 textbooks and given seminars around the country, but he felt dissatisfied. I can't pronounce that one. He felt
Dissatisfied.
dissatisfied. Okay. He felt dissatisfied with his career.
Thank
So
you.
he took time
Thank
off.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so this little part that the Mago just read. Who is Thomas J. Stanley?
Professor.
Professor of marketing.
A marketing professor.
A university professor, right? Yes. What had he done besides being a professor? What else did he do?
He was giving seminars around the world.
He
the
wrote
country.
3 books.
And he wrote
Seminars.
3 textbooks. Okay, perfect. Was he happy with his job as a professor?
No, he wasn't happy.
No,
Was he happy writing textbooks?
No.
Was he happy giving seminars?
No, neither.
No. Okay, Natividad, continue from here on, please.
Yes. So we took time off to write Millionaire Next Door with research William D. Danko.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. So once again, what did he do?
Took time off.
That's it? He just took time off?
To write.
to
To write what? A letter?
The Millionaire Next Door is
An email? A
Journaling.
book. He
book.
took time off to write a book. What book?
The Millionaire Next Door.
Yes. Alone?
No,
No?
No.
no.
Did he have help?
Yeah, he working both with the researcher William D. Danko.
With William D. Danko. Thank you very much. Maria, can you continue, please?
yes. It hit the New York Times bestseller list and made them both extremely wealthy.
Thank
Está-
you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So what happened with the book?
It was bestseller.
It became a bestseller. What does that mean? A bestseller.
They
Read,
sell
write it.
all the books. It
A
was
lot of
famous.
books.
Yes, it sells a lot. Okay,
A
a lot of books were sold. Yes, and what happened to Thomas and William? What happened to them? Did they get in
They
trouble?
both, no, they became extremely wealthy.
Yes, they became extremely wealthy. What is extremely wealthy?
A lot of money, rich.
Very rich. Very, very good. Okay, and Stanley then interviewed over 1,300 millionaires for his next bestseller, The Millionaire Mind. So, is this the only book he wrote about millionaires?
No.
No. What did he do?
He had interviewed over 1,300 years for his
So,
next
he worked on his second book about millionaires, correct?
yeah.
So, what do you think of this guy? This guy, Thomas Jane Stanley. Look at him. He looks sad, right? Or actually, he looks happy, but with a sadness on it, on his eyes. Or what do you think?
He looks like tired.
He looks tired. Yes, he looks tired.
Unsatisfied.
Yes, there you go. But then writing a book made him a millionaire. How do you think that made him feel?
Well,
Imagine,
supposed
he was a professor at a university. So was he making a little money or a lot of money? He was making a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
And then he was giving seminars, and then he had 3 books. So was he poor?
no, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't poor. But how do you think he felt when he became extremely wealthy? What does that mean, extremely wealthy? Does he need to continue working as a professor?
No,
Does he need to keep writing
Maybe not.
books?
No.
Does he need to keep giving seminars?
not really.
No, he can retire.
Yes.
Yes, and do what he loves. Maybe he loves carpentry. Maybe he loves painting. Maybe he loves traveling.
To travel.
Will then he be satisfied with his life and position? How do you think he is right now?
Well, maybe answering the question of that part, it says felt dissatisfied. That kind of love to get some ambitious in his work. Maybe maybe
Well,
he felt satisfied in that part.
yes. So he felt dissatisfied, but now he's extremely wealthy. How do you think he feels now?
He wanted to write another bestseller. No?
Yeah, but
Well,
imagine, how does he feel now? Dissatisfied?
Yes.
Sad? Dissatisfied? You think he's dissatisfied still?
No, I think so. If he's
Ever-
really wealthy,
I
he's
think
so
he's
satisfied.
still dissatisfied in his work.
Well, imagine. In
Yeah,
one
because
book,
he never stopped to work. He's still writing books.
yes, he continued writing because he's working
With the next
for
book.
his next book.
Yeah.
So is he dissatisfied?
To write another books.
I think so, yes.
Do you think he's dissatisfied with the book?
No, satisfied, no. Satisfied.
He's satisfied.
Satisfied.
You think if he was satisfied, would he be writing another book? Well, maybe we can say he's not satisfied. He wants more, but
Yeah.
he's not sad anymore.
Mhm.
He's not grumpy or he's not stressed.
No, yeah. That's
Now
Miley's. He became a millionaire.
He's happy now, right? And he
Yeah.
wants to continue working on his
He's-
next book.
He's writing books because he wants to. It's not because he needs to.
There you go. He wants to. Now, do you think he felt happy back before?
No.
Do you think he feels happy now?
Yes.
Does everybody agree?
Probably.
Yeah.
We don't know.
All right. Now, if Thomas Stanley had been satisfied with his career, he wouldn't have taken the time off from work. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
And continue. And he what?
He
Okay.
might not wrote
Might
writing.
not.
And
Might not writing.
Might not have
I'm reading.
written
Of reading.
The Millionaire
Not
Next
reading.
Door with William Denko.
There. Yes. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are, the time is finished right now. Yes.
Oh my God.
exactly. I know. This slide, it's in the WhatsApp group with the story. Actually, I'll show you which page you have in your, this
Yeah.
slide is in the WhatsApp. So this will be homework. Okay.
Okay.
And also, I will send you these slides, this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's the homework, guys.
okay.
Yes. Again, I send you a lot of information on the WhatsApp group. I send you 3 or 4 interactive worksheets. It's a link, it's a website link where you just click on it and it will send you to the website. And in the website, there is like an exam. Don't worry, you're not gonna be graded. It's only for practice.
For practice.
The exam, you have to click on the correct answers or complete the correct sentences with the correct verb tense. And when you finish, you say submit. And the platform will tell you, this one is correct, this one is not, this needs to be fixed, etc. Okay. Besides that, I send you 2 videos. So check the videos. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
And Mago tells me that she's using the platform. Are you guys using the platform?
No.
No, I just forgot.
But I'm going to do it, teacher.
What about
right now?
Mago? What do you
Yes.
think of the platform?
I really like it. It's easy for me. And you are like working. I mean, when you are answering the
Exercises?
exercises, then gives you a chance to see what is wrong. You can change it, but you see what is wrong and what are your mistakes, so you can take notes. Well, I take a screenshot and take notes.
You
and
can
then-
change it.
Mande? Excuse
You
me?
can change your answers.
Oh, I don't change it. I don't change it because I want to know in what.
Yeah, what your mistakes are. Yes,
yes,
I understand.
I don't change it. I don't change
But
it.
you can hit do over again and it will clear everything and you can do it again.
Oh, yes, it has that option, clear answers, but I don't do it.
Yes.
I just continue, and it has a lot of videos that explains you the structure of the exercises. I really liked it. I like
Yes.
it better
A
than
lot.
doing homework.
Better than that class with the teacher.
No,
The
than
teacher.
doing homework. It's difficult for me because I take notes and I lost. I lost or lose my notes.
It depends. One time in the past or all the time?
Simple past lost.
Most of the time.
Most of the time is in simple present. I always lose my notes.
Yes. That's why.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. How was the class?
Really good. I
Good.
learned.
Interesting.
Do you have any questions, guys?
I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
how many times before after the course finish I can use the platform.
You will be able to
When you-
continue using it,
when-
but to maintain it
Victor?
open, you will need to contact Mary or Luis. I'm not sure who is in charge of this group. So you can just talk to them. They are in the group. So you can just send a message in the WhatsApp group and say, hello, English Access. When or how can I continue using the platform? So they can answer you and tell you, okay?
Yes.
Another question?
No,
No more questions?
no more
Perfect.
question.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a great night. Please do the homework, practice as much as you can, and I will see you tomorrow.
See you
Okay,
tomorrow.
teacher.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a nice night.